Plasma Cutter is one of the best ranged DPS options in Remnant 2. This weapon has quickly become a top pick for ranged builds for a while now, and in this video I'll show you exactly how to maximize its damage potential to tear through enemies like never before. Ranged DPS builds are back in the meta, and this setup is a proof of their power. I've put together two variations of this build, one optimized for bosses with weak spots and another for bosses without. Both builds unleash insane damage and can end boss fights in seconds, as you are seeing in the gameplay footage running in the background. We're gonna have the build breakdown at the end of the video, but first let's wreck some bosses. For the ultimate DPS on Plasma Cutter, we are using Hunter's Focus and Bullet Storm, Exhaust Valve, Constant Variable Ring, Probability Cord, 𝐒𝐚𝐦𝐢𝐧𝐠 Malice, and Ring of Float Beauty. This is a variation for the build where the enemy has a weak spot, and have another variation when the enemy have no weak spot. We're gonna boost our damage by corroding the enemy and applying the Death Brand from the Corrupted Room Pistol, a melee of your choice. On the Plasma Cutter, we're gonna use 1000 Cuts, some Lifesteal with a Profane Heart, and the Armor of your choice. The traits that we are using are 8 levels on Affliction, so we can keep the corrosion on the enemy, Fortify, Vigor, Strong Back, Potency, so we can keep our buffs and consumables active, Spirit, Expertise, Chakra, and Leech. If you need the Siphoner, you're gonna have to replace Potency. For the fragments, we are using critical damage, range critical chance, and weak spot damage. The prism of choice for me is the Master Killer, which is going to get buffed in the next patch, and the rest are all range DPS fusions. Now, what if the boss has no weak spot? We're gonna replace 𝐒𝐚𝐦𝐢𝐧𝐠 Malice with Burden of the Gambler for 10% critical chance and 15% critical damage. And I recommend two good options for the Ring of Float Beauty replacement. One of them is Akari Warband and the other is Offering Stone. Personally, I believe that either of those is doing a great job, but Offering Stone for me works better. The rest is the same, there is only one thing changed in our fragments. And that is weak spot damage is getting replaced by 10% range damage. And that's all everybody for the Plasma Cutter build. I hope you enjoyed this one. There is a huge patch coming up in Remnant 2 where everything gets buffed, including legendary perks, weapons, mods, and many other things we yet to find out. Make sure to have your notifications on for the future live streams, because we are going to test every single thing they're gonna change. And of course, as always, we're gonna try to maximize the potency of every single build in this game. But that's all for now, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one.
There we go.